it's Sam. So today I have partnered up with Freshpet because Freshpet is Squish's favorite food, and today I'm going to be doing a 1-year update since we rescued her and kind of just talk about what the last year has looked like for Squish. I will have this link down below. I was so excited when they reached out because literally this is all Squish will eat. Like, she's so picky and she absolutely loves Freshpet. What's this, Squish? What's this? Are you excited? Are you hungry? So this one is the home-cooked chicken recipe. It's got antioxidant-rich cranberries and garden vegetables. So you can see there's like a whole bunch of like actual real carrots and cranberries in it. And it's always in the fridge section. You just go into like the pet section, but there'll be a fridge and you'll find it in there. And you need to keep it in the fridge. Because my dogs are small, I'll just take some scissors and I'll just make sure that like any of the big pieces are chopped up, because there are some like really small bits, but then there's also some bigger bits in here. So obviously if you have a bigger dog, then you wouldn't have to do this. But because I have little dogs, I just make sure that everything is nice and small, especially for Squish. She can get it down a lot easier that way since she's got no teeth. You can see how there's like little bits of cranberries and carrots in there. They're stalking me, aren't you? You stalking me? Are you stalking me? Oh, she's very excited about it. Oh my gosh. This is what you guys are excited about? Oh, what are you doing? You smell it? Is this what you're smelling? What are you gonna do? You gonna try to do tricks? Oh, she's down. She's already down. Sit. Oh, good job. That was great. Say. Oh. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Oh, good girl. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. There she goes. There she goes. Come on. She's running. She's running. Come on. There you go. Oh, she's so excited. Oh, come on. I know you want him. There you go. This is her favorite. Okay, Posy, down. Posy, down. Stay, down. Good girl. Oni, oh, you're already sitting. Good girl. Gentle. Are you guys ready for another one? Posy, down. Oh, it already fell. Posy, down. Stay, down, stay. Good girl. Sit. Okay, down. No, Oni doesn't know anything but sit. And Squish doesn't know any tricks, so she just eats out of the bowl. Oh, you want more? Oh, because you love it? Do you love it so much? Huh? You want more? Sit. Down, down, down. Posy down. Stay. Good girl. Oni, sit. Good girl. Oh, that was supposed to be gentle. They literally sit here the whole time she eats. Don't you? Do you guys want your own little bowl? Do you want your own little bowl? Oni, that's for you. You really love it. You still eating or are you all done? You still going for it? When we rescued her, they said she was around 10. We don't know exactly how old she is, but she was found in the desert, just wandering around, and she was so skinny when we first got her. She has no teeth, which is why her tongue always hangs out. So when we first got her, we rescued her from the Humane Society, and basically I was just pumping gas, and while I was waiting for my enormous tank to fill, I was just scrolling through Instagram and I follow the Humane Society. A picture of Squish popped up on their like pet of the week or pet of the month or something like that, and it said that she was available to adopt. And literally I finished pumping my gas and I immediately went to the Humane Society. I just felt drawn to her. She just was so skinny. She had this wild hair, like she just looked like she needed a mommy. And so I literally was like, you guys, we're going to the Humane Society. Like, I didn't even ask Jay. When I first saw her, she was so skinny. Like, she was bones because she had been wandering out in the desert. Who knows how long she was out there for. She was literally a stick. She had no fat on her whatsoever. Her hair was a mess. It was like not shiny at all. It was super ratted. She just looked an absolute disaster. And I'll try and find some pictures or video of when we first got her. I just thought, like, wouldn't it be nice to give her a really nice home for her however long she had, because that's how bad she looked. Like, she really did not look very good. I literally fell in love with her instantly. Like, she was so sweet. She's just like this is what she does. Like, she's like literally the chillest dog ever. So we hung out with her for a little while and I was obsessed with her. So I called Jay and I was like, oh my gosh, I found this dog. Like, I sent him pictures and he's like, what's up with her tongue? Why is it hanging out of her face? I was like, she has no teeth. She's an old lady. And I was like, can we please adopt her? And he's like, we don't need any more animals. Like, we already have 2 dogs. Like, what are you thinking? And I was like, I can't like leave this place without her. And so he's like, okay, fine, do whatever you want. I went over to the people and I was like, hey, we definitely want to adopt her. And they were like, I'm really sorry, but we are not adopting her to people with kids. And I was like devastated because I was like, oh my gosh, like, I want her so bad. My kids are really chill. And my kids were there with me. So they had like seen the kids like interacting with them and they could see how gentle they were with her. So they went and talked to the manager and the manager was like, well, I can see that your kids are like very calm and like very loving. Like, I'm not really concerned about your kids, but do you have other pets? And I said, yes. And they said, okay, well, we actually don't want her to go to we don't want her to go to a home with any other pets. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I was like, oh my God, we're never gonna get her. And I said, well, what if I brought my dogs in, like, so you guys could see them with her? Like, they're small dogs, they're not super rambunctious or anything. Like, can we please just see if like you guys would be okay? So we immediately went back to the house, grabbed our dogs, took the dogs back in. Of course, they were like super excited and like hyper because they're like, oh my God, where are we? Like, a new dog. They could tell that they were good dogs and they weren't aggressive or anything. So they ended up saying, yes, you can have her. And I was so excited. She was free because she was a senior. So I paid $8 whole for her. We always joke that she was cheaper than a Starbucks. So we took her home and she was so low energy. She honestly, she looked like she was gonna die soon. Like, she was so fragile, so skinny. Obviously she has no teeth. She has not one tooth, which is why her little tongue is always out. So I was like, okay, well, what are we gonna feed her? So we started getting her like canned food, and the amount of like wet dog food that I bought, and she would like literally just turn her head. Like, she wouldn't even have anything to do with it. I had to hand feed her. She wouldn't eat out of a bowl. She was really high maintenance. Like, it was a challenge. The first few weeks that I had her, like, it was really hard trying to get her to eat. She was just so skinny. I mean, she was starving. She was so skinny. Then I was like cooking chicken for her, like at home. She would occasionally have it, but then she went off of it. And I was just like, I don't know what to feed this dog. Like, she's literally so picky. So then I saw Freshpet in the fridge section at my local store, like where the dog food is. And I thought, you know what, this is like food, it's not dog food. And that was the problem. Like, I was giving her all of these like canned dog foods and she just would not eat it. So I thought, well, you know what, this is like real meat, it's fruits, it's vegetables, it's got real cranberries, it's got real carrots. Like, let's give it a go. That was the first time that I actually saw her like excited to eat. So I would actually, at first, I would have to hand feed her each piece. She would not even eat out of a bowl. She's finally gotten to the point now where she will eat out of a bowl. Up until just recently, I literally had to hand feed her each piece. Like, she's just really particular. She's just a diva, aren't you? She's a major diva. So that's what she has been eating for the past year, ever since, because it took me like a good couple of weeks to figure out like what she would actually eat. So she likes this one, and this is a bigger bag. So if you do have bigger dogs, you're gonna get like a little bit more in this bag than the other bag I'm going to show you. This one is the home cooked chicken recipe. So this one is garden vegetables and cranberries. It's got little like pieces of fresh carrot and fresh cranberries. And then she also really loves this one. This is a slightly smaller bag. It's made for small dogs. So with that big one, I actually will cut up the bits just to make sure that everything is really nice and small for her, because she doesn't have any teeth and we don't want her choking. This one is also carrots and cranberries. It's just in like little small, like almost like treat bites. So they're just kind of like little balls, versus that is like actual, like almost like flakes and then bigger chunks of chicken. Squish has been on Freshpet for over a year, and the difference that I have seen in her, like, first of all, when we first got her, she was 3.5 pounds. She had no fat on her. She was so scrawny, so skinny. Look at her. Look at her little tummy she's got now. So I would say she's about 4.5 pounds now. She feels heavier. Like, sometimes we go for walks and she gets a bit tired and I'll carry her and I'm like, okay, you're actually feeling a little bit heavy. Whereas before when you picked her up, it was like picking up a feather. She was so, so light. Look at that squish baby. So before you could see her ribs, like you could see everything. Her whole backbone was like super stuck out. And now she's like, when you squeeze her, she's got like little fat tummy, don't you? What a little fat tummy. I mean, not fat in a bad way, but compared to what she was, like she was so skinny. Like you could feel every single rib. When you pet her, it was like petting a skeleton. Like she was literally so skinny. She was just skin and bones and like some raggedy fur. And her coat is so much healthier, so much shinier now. She just looks like she looks like a completely different dog. Like she's so much healthier. Her energy level is so different. I mean, you wouldn't tell right now because she's just sitting here. Where's your eyeball? Is your fur covering it? But she will actually like jump around the house and jump all over the couch, especially when it's mealtime. Like when I shake the bag and I say, are you hungry? She literally like perks up. She runs like a crazy person all over the couch because that's where I feed her, because her couch is her happy spot. Like literally she will only stay on the couch. Then when she hears her bag, she'll come out of her little bed. She is so excited to eat. Whereas before, like I could hardly even get her to eat. Like I did not even think she was gonna make it a year. That's honestly how I felt when I first got her, because she just looked so ill and so like fragile and like elderly. And now she's like, we always joke, she's probably actually 3. She just doesn't have any teeth because she has like this obsession with soda. So I don't know who owned her before. I don't know if she was like a trucker's dog. I don't know if the person just fed her fast food and that's why she has no teeth. But literally, if we ever go through a drive-through, she goes wild, like absolutely insane. And she goes, like even at Starbucks, she'll be like, she'll sniff, and it's like, I think she just lived on fast food, which is probably why she's so darn picky and she won't eat dog food, I think. But like, if we've ever gotten a soda, like at a drive-through, she will literally try to lick it out of the cup. Like if there's any spillage, she'll like run over like a crazy person and try and drink up the soda, which obviously we don't let her. But like, she literally is like a fast food girl. So I think that's why she's so picky with food, is that I don't think she ever ate dog food. I think she just like lived on fast food. She will only eat real food, basically. She's smelling it. She's like, that's my dinner. If you guys have a picky dog, a senior dog, a dog with no teeth, any kind of dog, really, they're gonna love this because she's literally the pickiest dog I've ever known. I've never seen a dog that wouldn't just eat food. And of course, they absolutely love the Freshpet. They go wild as well. They'll like literally just stare at me the whole entire time I'm feeding her. But she has like her little set times in the morning and at nighttime where I sit down with her, and I can't just like put it down because my dogs would literally gobble it all up. They're obsessed with it. At this point, I think she's 11. I'm not really sure. Like I said, they guessed that she was 10, but like I said, her energy level is so different than when we got her that we joke that she's actually 3. She just lost all of her teeth from soda. So I don't even know how old she is, but according to when we rescued her, she was 10, so now she's 11, and she literally just looks so much better. If you guys followed when we first got her, you guys will know like how bad she looked. She just looks so great. Like honestly, her coat is better, her skin is better, her energy is better, her poops are way better. When we first got her, everything gave her diarrhea. It was an absolute disaster. She never has bad like runny poos anymore. Like her poops are always a good, solid, regular, nice poop. They're very tiny, but they're not messy. Whereas before, when I was trying to get her to eat the other foods, it would just upset her tummy and she would just constantly have diarrhea. The dog that we got versus the dog that we have now is completely different. Like she's smelling the food. So Squish loves walks, don't you? She loves to go for a little walk. Sometimes she gets a bit tired, but she does quite well. Like at first, when we first started taking her for walks, she could like hardly go any distance before she wanted to be held. Whereas now, like she'll go for a decent amount and then she'll want to get held again. But she actually does really, really well. She likes to sleep on the couch. She has a little cozy blanket that she stays in, and every single morning she pops her little head out and I say, good morning, Squish. Good morning. And then, yeah, you know that, don't you? Yeah, you say good morning. And then she goes outside and she goes a little potty. She's just like such a sweet little dog. So sweet. loves our other animals. She gets along with them really, really well. We're really, really happy and very lucky that we found her because she's like made our life. She literally makes me laugh so much. She's such a little character. Just such a sweet little dog. Oh, Oni wants to come up. Are you feeling a bit jelly? Come on then, you can get up. You can do it. Come on, girl. Oh, she's so much bigger than Squish. Oh, you're so heavy. I can't hold you. You're heavy. You don't have any problems with eating, do you? No, she's chunky monkey, aren't you? She's always trying to sneak the treats. She could literally sit in the car like all day and just drive around. She absolutely loves it. She loves going through drive-thrus. She gets super perked up and gets super excited. If I say like, do you want to go for a ride? Do you want to go for a ride? She's like, oh, yes, I do. Oh, look, her little tail. Do you want to go for a ride? Her little tail, that's when you know she's excited about something. Her little tail will go boop, 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 boop. If you came to our house, you would never even know we had her because she's always hiding in a cave in a blanket on the couch. She just loves to be like in a little cubby. She also loves her little holder. We have like a little like crossbody holder that she sits in. And sometimes when we go out on walks, we'll bring that so that she can just like hang out in there if she gets tired. If I ever like go to sit down on the couch, she's immediately on your lap. Like she'll hide in your like little like nook in your arm and she will just sit with you all the time. Like she just wants to sit on you. She wants to be with you. She, like if you're driving in the car, she'll be right on your lap. Like this is literally what she does. She just sits on you. She's such a little lap dog. If you guys are thinking about rescuing a older dog, or you have an older dog, or if you just want to feed your dog really good, wholesome, fresh food with real meat, real fruits, real veggies, I would definitely check them out because honestly, like the difference that it's made in everything about her is insane, and it's literally all she will eat. So clearly they're doing something right because she's a diva and she loves it, absolutely loves it. The first 6 ingredients are chicken, cranberries, carrots, pea protein, pea fiber, ground oats. That's literally food that we can eat, you guys. Look, she's just staring at the bag. She's like, oh, I know you already had your breakfast this morning. You're probably full. You only have the smallest belly. See, this is her favorite way to be fed, is to be hand fed. Because she's a diva. She really doesn't like it as much when I give her the bowl, but she'll do it. But she much prefers to just be fed by finger because she likes to eat your whole entire finger, and it's disgusting because it's so slimy and gummy because she's got no teeth. But like literally, see, she loves it. So anyway, there's my update. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to share other than she's hilarious, she's cute, she's a funny little thing. She loves a good drive-through and she loves Freshpet, and I'm so happy that I found it because it's literally made my life so much easier because now I can feed her and not worry that she's gonna either get an upset tummy or not eat at all. And like I said, it's just made her coat so much prettier. She just looks like she looks like a young dog. I mean, minus the tongue hanging out of her face. But like if she didn't have her tongue hanging out, she would look like a younger dog, and before she looked so old. There's my Squish update. I hope that you guys enjoy. If you guys want to see a little bit more of Squish, the mornings are the most hilarious. Like every morning she kills me because it's always a different, like it's always the same but always slightly different. Like sometimes she's really had a rough night of sleep in her fancy special blanket, and then sometimes she wakes up super easily. She'll just pop her little head up, and then sometimes she's like, don't look at me. Like she's hilarious. So if you guys want to see more of Squish, you can follow us. We're doing Vlogmas and you'll see a whole lot of Squish on there. She was wearing a Santa outfit, weren't you? She loved the Santa outfit. That was cute. That was really cute. She felt very sassy in it. But anyway, there is my 1 year, just over a year update of Squish. I'm so happy that we have her. I'm so happy that we rescued her. I'm so happy that she gets to live the rest of her old lady years with us because she brightens up our day, and hopefully we brighten up hers. And I think she really loves her fancy blanket. I bought the blanket for us, and then she just like took it over. It's like a really nice expensive blanket, but it's now hers. Like she literally lives in that blanket. She's obsessed with it. So, oh, sometimes we like to give her a mohawk. Oh, she doesn't like it though. She much prefers it when she has her little hair brushed back like that. Yep, that's better, isn't it? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Huge thank you to Freshpet for partnering up with me for this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.